Hello everyone. So in this video I actually want to ask a question. Maybe you know this, maybe you have some idea about it. Now what I used to do till recently, whenever I make a video on YouTube, I also post it on my website. And apart from a video, on my website, if I post an article or maybe a short note or whatever, maybe I post a photograph, I also used to syndicate it on Twitter and also on LinkedIn sometimes, mainly on Twitter. Now, I never really used to do it manually. I used a service called Bridgie, and Bridgie is one service which was run by someone, and using Bridgie you can connect your website to Bridgie, and your website needs to be configured because my website is in Drupal and I use one module called IndieWeb. So once you configure everything, you can actually select when posting something on website, any content that you want to syndicate it on Twitter, for example, right? Or maybe GitHub. Now, the problem is that recently Twitter APIs are no longer free. So it is I think those APIs are really expensive, and Bridgie is no longer syndicating to Twitter. Also at the same time, I also had another option using Zapier. Now Zapier also recently announced that their Twitter integration would be only for premium members, which is of course obvious because if they are paying more to Twitter, then they will of course charge more. Now at this stage, whenever I post something on my website, of course I want to share it on LinkedIn, because on LinkedIn a lot of people are there. I think LinkedIn is getting really busy these days, but at the same time I was hoping to post it on Twitter, not really manually but automatically, and I'm not really aware of any other way. I'm sure there is a way, but before I do any research or before I do try a few things, maybe I'll just ask you if you are familiar with any service that can post on Twitter, then let me know. And this is something which I also recommend, to be honest, to everyone, that you should try to keep your content on your website. Your website could be a simple static website with HTML, it could be WordPress, it could be Drupal, but it should be your own website, because you can never really trust these platforms. These platforms come and go, or in this case Twitter is now paid for at least for the API, not really for posting something, but it is of course a bit sad, because now if you're like me, if you post a lot of content, you need to do it manually on one more platform, which is a shame. But at least I'm assured that apart from of course videos, which I of course back up locally, I post everything on my website. But to be honest, I do sync my videos on Odyssey, which is still not bad, but at least I try to keep everything on my site, like majority of the content, photos or blogs or articles. If I have to share something like an update, I first write it on the website and then I share the link. Of course I can do it manually, but there is no way to do it on Twitter anymore. But because earlier, whenever someone used to reply to my tweet, that tweet or that reply would come as a comment on my original post on the website. So that was great, right? Because not only my own post, but the replies were also coming back to my site. That was amazing, but I'm sad. It can't be done anymore. Anyways, that is what I thought I'll probably share with everyone, and also ask you in case you have any suggestions. Do let me know. And by the way, I know I'm aware of other platforms like Mastodon and everything, Fediverse, but I just want to keep things on my website. All right, bye bye.